Hello, welcome to Newsflash Africa, the best place to get Africa-related content. In today's news,
Allen Onyema, the chairman of Airpeace Limited, was indicted by the United States government on November 19 on charges stemming from an alleged $21 million fraud. The announcement elicited an instant chain of conspiracy theories specifically targeted at exonerating the accused by stoking fragments of political, religious, and ethnic division. This is not good for Allen, our boss, but I sense he's getting too much into politics without advice. Chuma Nzeribe, a former two-term member of the Nigerian House of Representatives from Anambra State, said in a broadcast message on WhatsApp hours after the indictment was made public. That post was among the earliest insinuations that claimed that Mr. Onyema's run-in with the American authorities was politically motivated. In hours that followed, several different but related conspiracy theories would emerge from both mainstream and fringe commentators on social media, ultimately coalescing around the need for Nigerians to rally behind Mr. Onyema and dismiss selfish plots by the Americans to take out a major competitor in the lucrative aviation market. Variants of the claim also include how the charges might have been triggered by Mr. Onyema's popular repatriation of Nigerians stranded in South Africa amidst deadly xenophobic attacks in September. Proponents of this theory said Mr. Onyema's actions did not go down well with President Muhammadu Buhari because those repatriated were purposely only Nigerians of Igbo origin. This, they claim without evidence, led the president to instigate the Americans against him. Over 600 Nigerians were repatriated from South Africa over xenophobic attacks. Over 485 flew back for free by Airpeace, out of which only 251 Nigerians were from the 5 predominantly Igbo states of Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi, Imo, and Anambra, according to the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, which coordinated the exercise. Another claim said the Americans felt slighted by Mr. Onyema's purported decision to stop doing business with American aeroplane manufacturer Boeing in favor of Brazilian Embraer. While Airpeace placed orders for Embraer planes, the transaction only began in April 2019, 5 months after the initial complaint was filed. In the wake of the Ethiopian Airlines disaster involving the Boeing 737 MAX, Airpeace announced it would not cancel its orders from the problematic plane, and there is no evidence that the deal first announced in the September 2019 has been called off. Others said Mr. Onyema has indicated interest in running for president in 2023, and his political detractors from Lagos to Kano have been lining up to weaken him ahead of the next election cycle. The claim said Mr. Onyema's political future has been bolstered by his voluntary repatriation of his fellow citizens at a crucial moment, but Mr. Onyema, age 57, has not publicly disclosed his intention to run for office, and 2 of his associates dismissed the rumor when reached out by news agencies. Still, others have continued to spring up daily, all aimed at diluting Mr. Onyema's indictment without any supporting evidence. Regardless of whatever people say that are the motivations or the political motivations behind his eventual indictment, there are many facts that we must face. The first is that he used NGO money, the amnesty program that the government has set up, to buy planes. But not only that, he went ahead and set up an aviation company in the US in order to provide a quote for bank loan at inflated cost of the plane. Then he got Fidelity Bank in Nigeria to accept those loans, wire inflated money to his aviation company in the US for a plane that he had already bought. And this he did it over and over again, up to the extent of $20 million, with $16 million of the money already wired from the aviation company account to other bank accounts that were unrelated from his aviation business. Part of that is what he used to buy the $200,000 armored Lexus 570, a Rolls Royce, and also famously went for Prada shopping some time ago. So they are indeed depositors of money besides his own money. But someone could argue that this loan is valid or it's okay as long as he's making payments back to the bank, then there was supposed to be no problem. But the loans themselves were granted by a letter of credit, even in Nigeria, that was based on fraudulent paperwork, fake paperwork that he generated by himself for himself. That is the ultimate form of 419. I mean, there is no way Yahoo they pass this one. So anyone saying that it's just a matter of time or the American government will get tired after they finish threatening him or jeopardizing his political career all this will come to an end. It is totally false, because this is a clear-cut case of fraud. American banks were defrauded, and Americans are coming back for their money one way or another. So there's no way that you can say the American banks are saying they are going to maybe forget about this or let this thing slide. Because if they let it slide, that means they're giving an open door for other people to come and do worst. And this is not something new. Back in 2014, former militants had accused this Onyema of a guy that he had stolen money from the amnesty program set up by, I think, President Jonathan, to set up this current airline that he's having right now. So for anyone that is saying that this is an agenda by the Buhari government, please go and get the facts straight. That is not the case at all. This case has been in court for more, or it's going close to a year now. So this is not something new. It's not something out of nowhere. And let's not forget, we are talking about America here. Before something even reaches to the stage of even going to court, that means that there has been thorough investigation before all these facts were actually taken to court. Because let's not forget the law. You are presumed innocent until you are found guilty. So if they had enough evidence to start an investigation, then the court must have seen that a crime has been committed. So please, we shouldn't try and play identity politics right now, that saying because an Igbo man, that is why this is happening to him, or because he brought only Igbo people from South Africa, which has been proved to be false. When evidence is showing that a person has stolen money or has committed an offense, let's face the fact and let's leave politics, identity politics, tribe aside and start looking for making excuse for the person. Because if you are making excuse for person A, that is giving person B a reason for him to go and commit even worse of a crime, because you know that the general population is going to have his back no matter what. Well, those are my thoughts on the matter. Please do join me on future videos.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, drop a comment below, and also subscribe to be notified of future content.